Arsenal, Arsenal are now 4 points clear. City, I need you to do something. I need you to win this Premier League. And today, you've bottled it. I don't think you will see a more boring day for Premier League football. Liverpool leads 0-0. Tottenham away to Brentford 0-0. Man City away to Sunderland 0-0. Crystal Palace 1, Fulham 1. Manchester City, everyone told me, all the rival fans that comment on the videos and whoever you support, that Man City will run away with the league. Henry, you're being too positive about Arsenal. Henry, you're an Arsenal fan. No, I'm not. I just tried to take bias out of my takes. And right now, Arsenal are 4 points clear. The same Arsenal that everyone said would bottle it, would fall apart. Man City have just dropped points. And listen, this will happen again. Arsenal will go and drop points. Man City will close the gap. Believe me when I say this, this will go down to that game in April and that game in May. Those last games in May. If Man City play like that, where they struggle to break down a low block against Chelsea, who by hook or crook may have a new manager bounce, and Arsenal win against Bournemouth, the gap could go to 6 or 7 again. And what's really interesting is there can be no excuse for Man City today. They can't be. You had all your big boys on the pitch. Foden, Cherky, Haaland, all your big boys. Sirkin, who couldn't even get a game at my football club Spurs tonight, was very, very good. Defensively, Sunderland defended as a unit and as a team. I have not watched the whole game. I watched the majority of it because I was trying to not fall asleep while I was watching the Spurs game. Match reaction will be out on the second channel for that. It will be pinned. Go and subscribe. But Man City have just gifted an extra 2-point gap now to Arsenal. So now they have got breathing space. Now, listen, like I said, this will change. It will go left, right, up, down. It will go in all different directions in terms of the way this Premier League table is going to go. But City have done that a couple of times now. Is there a way to play against Manchester City? Potentially. Rayan Cherky's been unbelievable this season. Foden has been unbelievable this season. But they've dropped points now in 6 games. 2 draws, 4 defeats. They haven't got the easiest of games coming up, not by any stretch of the imagination. Chelsea is not an easy game, especially when they've got a new manager. Brighton normally play well against them. Newcastle away in the Cup. Man United away in the league. Are we going to see cracks appear? Now, I expect City to bounce back. I do believe this is just a wobble, and I'm not going to go overboard like everyone did when Arsenal had a wobble. Every team will have a wobble, but with the news of Enzo Maresca potentially becoming the new manager, after Guardiola potentially leaves, the news of Enzo Maresca leaving Chelsea today, getting sacked on New Year's Day. Happy New Year to you all. What's going to be really interesting is that game on Saturday or Sunday between Man City and Chelsea is now huge. And what's really, really interesting is they play on the Sunday and Arsenal play on the Saturday. So there could be a point where they're 7 points clear before City have even kicked the ball, which also adds more pressure. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. That'd be greatly appreciated. We've hit 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes on some videos. And the road to 100K is well and truly on. We're about 50 subscribers away from hitting 86,200. I want to bring up the lineups. I want to talk about the game. I want to talk about City's chances. And I also want to talk about their game they've got coming up at the weekend. But higher XG, more possession, more shots on target. But it was a resolute performance from Sunderland. And I'll tell you what, that Roefs goalkeeper, for me, has been as good as David Raya this season and doesn't get anywhere near the amount of praise as he should. He has been phenomenal this season. Adingra couldn't get a game in a Brighton shirt. Robbie, sorry. Actually seen him play when I went to watch Ajax. Granit Xhaka. All the Arsenal fans will be very, 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 very happy tonight. And they can also thank Granit Xhaka. But that City team, I don't get why, for me tonight, I don't get why Guardiola has made some changes. Gvardiol, for me, should have started this game. If Jeremy Doku is fully fit, he should have started over Savinho. I don't see the quality that a lot of people see in Savinho. He's an excellent dribbler, but his end product in terms of goal output is nowhere near as good. Cherky and Foden created some things tonight. Ake back in the team. I think City's best back line is Núñez, Riley, Diaz, and Gvardiol. Again, Rodri, good to see him get some minutes. But other than that, they are missing Nuri, Marmoush, John Stones, Kovacic, and I think Oscar Bob. Well, I don't even know if he will play because he's being heavily linked to a move to Borussia Dortmund. Not Borussia Dortmund? I think it is Dortmund. Savinho, for me, has to come in and slot in on that left wing position. But again, how many chances tonight? Wasted. Above a 2xG. Not scoring. 4 shots on goal. 14 shots. I actually want to bring up the match stats because 5 big chances missed. You can't afford to do that in a title race. And Guardiola will know that. He's been there. He's seen it. He's done it. He's won all the big trophies you can win. But that will be a huge, huge 2 points dropped if they don't beat Arsenal to make it up later on the season. And look, there's plenty of games to go. Excuse me. But Sunderland defensively tonight were very, very good. I'll be honest. And the recent performances they've had defensively, another 0-0 draw away to Brighton, only conceded 1 against an informed Leeds side. Going to Anfield and getting something, beating Newcastle at home in the Premier League. They are actually really strong defensively. They don't score many goals, but they don't concede many goals. They've only conceded 18 in the league, which the only team, I believe, off the top of my head, has a better defensive record is Arsenal. So you can clearly see their game plan. But City tonight, just wasteful. Absolutely wasteful. Now, I want to talk about their fixtures because that Chelsea game for me is now huge. Because if they don't go and beat them and Arsenal go and beat Bournemouth, we could be sitting in a position where there's a 7-point gap before City even play. And that game against Chelsea is huge now because whether they get a new manager bounce, whether Chelsea have a new manager in place by then, who knows? That situation is all over the place right now. Liam Rosner is the leading candidate. Whether he comes in or not, I'm not necessarily sure you're going to get much more out of those players. I think Chelsea defensively, they need centre-backs. They need a number 9. The Brighton game for me is, I expect Man City to win the next 2. This may be just a blip. They've got 3 home games on the bounce, which you would imagine they will batter Exeter, Brighton, and beat Chelsea. Where it gets interesting is that Man United game. And bearing in mind when they play Brighton, Arsenal could potentially drop points against Liverpool. And then after that, their run of games. They don't really have a tough run until they get to February, where they play us, Newcastle, Liverpool, Galatasaray, Newcastle again, and then Leeds. Like, their fixtures have actually been quite kind to them in terms of the position in the league table, whoever they're playing against. But that league table for me is very interesting now because they are 4 points behind. And that is a big 4 points at this stage of the season. Now, they've got the best goal difference, but equally, when Aston Villa play this weekend, which I believe are playing at 12:30 against Nottingham Forest, they could drop down to third, which is going to be one hell of a pressured environment playing Chelsea. So if Forest lose to Villa and Arsenal beat Bournemouth, City could be sitting in third when they play Chelsea. They have to be better today. It's as simple as that. Take your chances. Ray and Cherky, Foden, create enough. But again, different environment. Maybe they score. Who knows? But I think Sunderland deserve. I mean, we've got to play them. And I'll be honest with you, we might be one of the most boring teams to watch in the Premier League right now. Genuinely, we are so bad in front of goal. Sunderland will probably beat us. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think City will pull this back or will Arsenal run away with it? I'm out.